Good afternoon, sir. Shall we start, sir?
Yeah, sure. Very good afternoon. Yeah. So I hope everyone is back and we can start now. So before lunch, we could see that the total tonnage dropped to 149. So now we'll start with a new project. Now this time, we are going to create a new project, but we are going to use Design Development Wizard. So I hope all of you have opened your eQuest software and then try to click on Design Development Wizard. When you click on Design Development Wizard, you're going to get this screen. And here you can select the weather file. Exactly in a similar way like we did. So you can click on the location and select user selected. And then you can select the city. Say, I'm selecting Hyderabad here. And then click open. So select the location and weather file for doing the analysis. Now you could see that when we have selected Design Development Wizard, the number of screens are not 41 here. The number of screens have reduced to 7. Because we are now providing general information. So this is sheet 1 of 7. I wanted to check from the participants, like how many of you could see the screen and how many of you could get to this like weather file also, you were able to reach this step. So you can just mention one in the chat window. I need response from everyone, those who are using the software, because I could see only 2 responses have come. If you are working, then also you can let me know that system is starting or you are trying to connect. Yeah, 3 responses I have received. So if you want me to start again, I will start, but just let me know, because I am able to see more than 30 participants are there and hardly 4 responses that we have received. Yes. Yeah, 5. Okay, then we'll continue. Go to the next step, click on next screen. Description of seasons. So we have 1 season. In case you have 2 seasons, you can select 2, or 3, you can select 3. Then click next. And here you could see, again, basic information is being asked. So we can click on continue to navigator. So the moment you click continue to navigator, you'll be able to see the screen. In case you want to again return back, you can go and edit, or you want to edit the selected shell, yes, you can do that. So you have 2 options now. One is to create or edit building shell, or you want to add different floors, then you can use this particular tab. And if you want to create or edit HVAC system, then you can edit from this tab. So I could see that many participants have come just now. What I would do, I will again start from scratch. So open your eQuest file. Start with create a new project via the wizard, and then select design development wizard. And in design development wizard, you may select the type of project, say office building 2-story. And here you can select the location. As we did, you are going to go for user selected and select the city and then click open. I have selected Hyderabad. For electricity, you can select none. And for gas also, utility rates, you can select none. And then click this screen, next screen. So maximum 3 seasons can be selected in the wizard mode. Then go for the next screen. And here you can mention the name of the project and details which are non-technical. And then click on continue to navigator. So you could see that there are 2 tabs now, one to create and edit building shell for different floors and the other one to create or edit HVAC system. So you can now select edit selected shell. The moment you click edit selected shell, you will be able to find this screen, and now you have around 25 sheets. So let me just remind you what we are going to do now. In today's session, we are going to take one AutoCAD file, and we are going to import this file, and we are going to trace So to start with, you can give the name for the shell as ground floor. Because there are 2 floors. So this is the project. So you've got ground floor and first floor. So we'll start with ground floor now. Ground floor now. So once you are on the first screen, it's very important that you select this particular tab, like specify exact site coordinates. You have to click here. So where are you going to paste your ground floor plan in eQuest software? So that's the reason we are selecting this specify exact site coordinates. So this is the location 0, 0, 0. Then we have only one floor, ground floor, so we'll mention here 1. And I want all the spaces to start with a prefix of ground floor. So I will write here ground floor. Once this is done, go to the next screen. We are not going to have a rectangular building, but we're going to take the AutoCAD file. So that's why you have to select custom. The moment you select custom, you will get this pop-up screen. Select blank slate. And now show the CAD file. So you have to show the path where you have pasted the CAD file in your system. So import the CAD file. Select OK. You have to show the path where you have stored that CAD file. And here you may select DWG file, or you can select DXF file. So I'm selecting now DWG file, line sketch DWG file. Then select OK. OK. You have to read the screen carefully before you click. So you should know in what units the drawing is prepared. Suppose the drawing is prepared in centimeters, and if you are selecting inches, your entire time, the whole modeling time which you have, which you are going to spend now, again you need to do rework. So be very careful. Like one CAD unit, because the drawing is prepared in centimeters, so we'll select centimeters now. So specify conversion of CAD units, and then you can click apply. And then close. Now you could see the CAD file. Okay, I got a message that I'm getting error while reading the drawing file. So what you can do, you can open the drawing file separately and check if the errors can be resolved. Like you check the path where the drawing file is, open it once. Once it opens in your laptop or in your desktop, that means the drawing file is okay and correct. You won't be having error. If errors are there, then it gets recovered also. So once the drawing file is workable, then close it up. Show the path. So now, how many of you are able to see the drawing file as I'm able to see now on my screen in your laptop or desktop? So in your system, how many of you could see the CAD file? Just type yes, so that I understand that we are on same page. Yes. Let me repeat for those who are not able to do it. Screen 1 of 25. Select specify exact site coordinates above grade 1, and then component name prefix you can select as ground floor, and then select next. In footprint shape, you can select custom, blank slate, show the path of the drawing where the CAD file is, and then click OK. So if you could see this drawing in your system, just type yes. Okay, what difficulty you are facing, let me know. You can type in the chat window. You can let us know like what difficulty you are facing. Yeah, I could see that very few people are able to give the responses that yes, they could reach till here. So fine. Now what you need to do is, before selecting, go to this tab for setting the snap priority. Select this tab. You will get this screen. And you are now trying to set the snap priority. Because we're going to trace the drawing. So first priority should be given to the CAD file. And for polygon, you can give the second priority. And for grid, you may give the third priority. So make sure your CAD is first. And then click done. Then you could see that there are two floors which are overlapping here. Ground and first, both floors are overlapping. So you can select the layers by selecting this tab and check that only ground floor is active. So select ground floor and uncheck first floor. So now you could see the moment you uncheck first floor, only ground floor plan is visible on screen. And then click done. So previously the files were overlapping, and now you can see we have only ground floor with us. Okay, I got one feedback that not able to get the ground floor. Okay. Can you share your screen? Sunil, can you share your screen? You have an option to share your screen, so you can check. You can share your screen so that I can help you. I hope my voice is audible to you, right? So you need to select this tab to get ground floor and first floor. So select ground floor, uncheck first floor, and then click done. So now you have to click mouse left button and drag from left to right. That is anti-clockwise direction you have to move. If you make a mistake, you can undo. So left click on the corner, click and drag, click and drag, and select only the boundary. and then click OK, done. Save footprint shape, yes. So you have now the boundary of your project. Now we'll show the zoning pattern. Like inside also we have many rooms. So we'll try to go with zoning pattern. So in zoning pattern, you have to again select custom, select blank slate, and show the path of your drawing. Because footprint shape we had selected. Now we are going to check on the floor what different spaces we have got. So select blank slate and select Cad file, which is shared with you. Click done. So we are now going to trace individual spaces for our project. So for tracing, go for snap priority. Make sure your Cad file has first snap priority, polygon second, and grid can be third. Then click done. So select each and every space, left click, drag to make sure you get the first space. If you check, we are now tracing our ground floor. This is the ground floor plan, which we have the lobby area, which we have selected now. Similarly, we have got meeting room, steps, store, manager room. Each and every space you need to select. So once you are done with one space, you have to select create new zone. So the moment you click on create new zone, you will find the color would change to green. So that means one space you have created. Now go for the second space, left click, drag and select. So once you create the second space, click on create new zone and repeat the steps. Try to go with anti-clockwise direction. Select create new zone. Always try to go anti-clockwise. And once a space is created, click on create new zone. And you could see initially the color was yellow. When you are selecting the space, the color changes to blue. And when you are clicking on create new zone tab, the color changes to green. So this is how we will be creating different zones. So once this is done, so make sure all the spaces are covered and click done once you have completed selecting all the spaces. So we started with footprint shape. Then we went to zoning pattern. And now the space is ready with us. I will repeat all the steps again. Once you open your eQuest software, you'll be having two options, either schematic design wizard. So you have to select create a new project, and then you have two options, schematic or design. So now we're going to go for detailed mode because we have floor plans with us. So we can go with detailed design development. Select the location, show the path where you have stored your weather file. Then utility rates, you may select none. And then go for next screen. So maximum 3 seasons you can select. So we are selecting 1. Non-technical information about the project. And then click continue to navigator. Now when you continue to navigator, I got a message that you are not having CAD file. So I think we have already shared CAD file with you. But in case you don't have, then I'm sharing the CAD file and the drawing file, even the Hyderabad city file in the chat window. So you can open this file, drawing, CAD, and your weather file. Then edit selected shell. So you can give name for the shell, like you can mention it as ground floor. And then select specify exact site locations or coordinates. Then you can select above grade 1. Component name, you can give it as ground floor. So make sure the site coordinates are 0, 0, 0. Then go to the next screen. Here you can select custom. Select blank slate and show the path of the CAD file, like import CAD file. So CAD file I have already shared now. So if you have not yet received, we can open it. So line sketch DWG file you can open. Make sure to change the units to centimeters, like 1 CAD unit equals to 1 centimeter. And then select apply. Then close. So you could see that these two floors are overlapping, like ground floor and first floor are overlapping. So you can select properties. This is snap priority. And in snap priority, you can select CAD as the first, polygon as the second, and grid as the third. Then select done. Then go for drawing layers, uncheck first floor. Now you could see we got a ground floor plan with us.
Can we go back to the properties?
Left click. Yeah, if there is any doubt, you can unmute or you can type in chat also. So,
can we go back to the properties, sir? Drawing properties?
Okay, here. Properties. So in properties, you can select CAD as the first because we want the pointer to stick to the corner so that we can easily trace. So for CAD first priority and then polygon second and for grid third. And then click done. So if you double click this blue color button, the color will change to orange. This orange color button, if you move, it will directly move. What you need to do is make sure the color is blue, then click and drag. Click and drag. Again, click and drag. This way, you should be able to trace the boundary. Once you are done, and click done. Save footprint shape, yes. So you could see the footprint shape is now with us. Then go for the zoning pattern. In zoning pattern, again, we need to repeat the same steps. Go to custom, select blank slate, show the CAD file, and then you get a ground floor plan with yellow color background. So you have to select each space. And now you could see that the pointer is not sticking to the corner because I did not select the snap priority. So that is why I'm not able to make a clear rectangle or I'm not able to get to the polygon. So that's the reason. What we do is we go to snap priority. CAD drawing, you make it first. Polygon second. Grid third. And now you could see that easily we can drag and we can place it. Suppose you make any mistake, you can delete the active zone and you can redraw. So this is the space. Then click on create new zone. So like this, you have to select each and every space separately. So left click, drag, and then create new zone. Tracing the drawing itself is a very big task in eQuest. So you have to be very careful when you do the tracing. And then last space is there that you need to select. Click create new zone. So this completes your tracing part. So how many of you could complete the tracing part? Can you just mention it in the chat screen? Till here, anybody has reached? Okay, what is the reason why you couldn't make it? One answer I got, yes, you were able to do it, but can I help? Like why you couldn't do it? Okay, yes. The point is cursor is not sticking. The reason is you did not select the snap priority. Try to follow this step. Click on the snap priority and go for CAD. Select CAD as the first priority and polygon as the second, grid as the third. So once you select, you will be able to see that the cursor will be sticking down to all the corners. Check once and let me know if still you are facing the difficulty. Yeah, I could see few answers that yes, people are able to get to this point. I'm waiting for other responses also. Still, you are facing the same problem. Cursor is not sticking. Okay, JPG image I have already sent. Okay, through WhatsApp group, through WhatsApp. Yes, I will try to share it again. No, you can select any zone and then, but you have to go anti-clockwise. When you try to do clockwise, the software will not be accepting it. That is a syntax. Yes, in zone area, you can again return back. You can go to zoning pattern, and zoning pattern, you can select custom, show the CAD file, and repeat the same steps. But this time, you're not going to select the boundary, but you're going to select individual spaces. So yes, I could see a few responses are coming that you are able to follow up. What you need to do is once you have selected the footprint shape, that is boundary, then go for zoning pattern. So in zoning pattern, you have to select individual spaces. So if anybody is facing difficulty, they can share their screen so that I can help and resolve. Or if you are following, then we'll continue with the next step. Yeah, one response I got that yes, people are making zones. So that way, if you can communicate in the chat, so I understand that where at what stage you are. So a few participants are mentioning that yes, they are working, they are trying to make zones. And few have mentioned that yes, they have already done. I want everybody to give their responses. Now let me just show you one simple report which will be generated. Like here is a energy analysis report by using the same tool which you are practicing now, that is Hvac. This is the project, ground floor and first floor. And based on roof U value, wall U value, window U value, orientation, lighting, type of air conditioning system, the model was prepared. Then in the second step, you could see the envelope R value, or say U value, is reduced, and we are providing insulation on the wall, on the roof, on the windows. So we are selecting high performance windows here. So as you can see, the changes which are being done. So when you make this change and when you do the simulation, you'll be able to see that there'll be little reduction in the total power consumption of the project. That could be seen here. According to base case, when you are creating the project, say you got 90 ton. But when you made modifications like on envelope, when you provided insulation, the tonnage dropped to 84 ton. And similarly, the power consumption also dropped from 399, it reduced to 386. When you select efficient lighting, again, the power consumption has dropped down. When you are using efficient air side system, by using VAV and using demand control ventilation, that is CO2 sensors in the space, you could see the power consumption has dropped, and that could be seen in the simulation report. And when you try to compare between your base case and the proposed case, suppose base case has consumed this much power, 399, and when you are trying to optimize the envelope, the power consumption has dropped down to 386. So you could see upfront 4.7% there is a saving. If you try to go with lighting simulation, reduction in lighting by using efficient luminous, the power consumption has dropped down. It has become now 5.4%. VAV 19.5%, DCV 21.5%. Then finally, we check how much points the project would achieve based on this saving. So if this option is selected, like with VAV and envelope saving, 19.5. So for 19.5, the project will be getting 4 points, your lead project. Companies generally, for this energy simulation, for energy modeling, they pay a minimum fees of 5 lakh rupees for creating the model and giving the right solution. So just an encouragement to you, like the things what you are learning, try to be a little fast and try to practice it up. If you have not yet downloaded the software, try to download. Tomorrow also you have 1 day time. So in case you want to gear up, you can practice and you can win. Yes, I could see that one student has mentioned yes, done. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, yes, 4 participants I think have completed. Waiting for others also. Okay, then next step. Once this part is done, like you are able to see that all 4 zones are created, then you can try to provide the height. Orientation, I'm putting it up towards north. 10 feet height I'm taking. And then go for the next screen. Select the roof surfaces. Now, ground floor, will it have roof? No. So you're not going to have exterior exposure because this is a ground floor. So select this point. So roof is not exposed. Wall, yes, you may select wall type. Go to custom, layer by layer construction. Select create new construction. You may mention here wall or exterior wall. Select it's an exterior wall. And then R value from the code you can get. You can construct a wall of any material, any type to meet your requirement. Like I'm selecting here. Polystyrene, insulation of 2-inch. Then I'm selecting a common brick. In cement plaster. So if you provide further insulation of 3.085, you'll be meeting the requirement of the code. And then select OK. Done. This completes our roof and above grade wall details. Then go for the next screen. Wall type, its mass. So you have to select this.
Sir, can we come back below, layer by layer? Sorry. Previous screen.
So here, you can go to custom layer by layer construction. Then you can give name for the construction, say exterior wall. Surface type, you can select exterior wall. And then overall R value you can get from ASHRAE 90.1 or ECBC codebook. Based on your climate, you can select. Schematic design wizard gives the basic details. For example, you can rotate the building at the standard orientation like 90, 45, 180, 270. But if you want to rotate it, say 20 degree, 22.5 degree, that you can't rotate. But here, with this detail edit mode, yes, you can do that one. So when you have more details, you can go with design development. With minimum details, you can start with schematic design wizard. So I hope, Anurag, your doubt is clear. So you can select any type of wall. Just wanted you to have a hands-on. So you can select any number of layers you want and then click done. So roof surface we have selected, above grade wall also we have selected. Ground floor, earth contact. Vertical wall, the type should be mass. And then go to the next screen. Doors. See, in our project, suppose we have door only in the south side. So we'll select one door is in south side. Now specify the glass properties for your door. So go to construction, select specify properties, then select U value and specify U value. So U value and shading coefficient and visible light transmittance, suppose I'm taking 0.4. So these are baseline values for the glass. Now same numbers will appear here. Then go for the next screen. Instead of having two separate types of windows, we can have only one. Your voice is not audible. Can you type? Can you send a text message? Your voice is not clear, so maybe you can.
నువ్వు జీమెయిల్ ఆన్ చేసిల్లా దాంట్లోంచి కనెక్ట్ అయింది.
So for Windows, you can select specify properties. Select the glass type, U value. We can specify 0.58. Shading coefficient as 0.29. And then visible light transmittance, we can select as 0.4. And then you can select done. Select the percentage of window to wall ratio, like 40% on each side. Sill height is the height from the finished floor level to the bottom of the window. If you have overhang, you can select overhang. Or if you have side fence for providing shading, you can select. Then go for the next screen. You can set the timings when your office opens and when it closes. Say 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, if you still feel that no, it works from 8 to 5, yes, you can give. Sunday is closed, holiday is closed, yes, you can select that way. So you can set for the entire year. Then go for the next screen. We have the following spaces. Like we have open office, okay. Executive private manager room is there. This is the executive private room. Then we have corridor. So you need to check from the AutoCAD file. Suppose the complete ground floor has an area of 100 square feet. In that 100 square feet, suppose your manager cabin is occupying 9 square feet area. Total is 100, and out of this 9 square feet is your manager cabin, then mention here 9. So using your CAD file, you have to check the total area, find the percentage, and then mention it. So for office area, the percentage came around 9. For corridor, it came around 12. Lobby, the percentage came around 17. So this you have to work out. For restroom, the percentage is around 8. So you have to open an Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, mention all the spaces, get the total area, divide each space by the total area so that you can get the percentage. Make sure the total percentage should be 100. Restroom, 8. Conference room, 45%. In that plan, you will also find kitchen. So kitchen and food preparation, we can select 3. Storage area, which is unconditioned, is around 2%. You have staircase, that comes around 4%. So now try to compare. We are working on ground floor. Ground floor has the following rooms. Meeting room, kitchen, storage, staircase, toilets, male and female, total lobby area, corridor space, and then finally manager's cabin. So when you total up, the total should not be less than 100 or more than 100. It should be 100 only. This percentage. So quickly try to note down these numbers. You can also specify occupancy details, like one person, how much area he occupies. For example, staircase. You can mention 500 square feet, one person. Storage area, you're not giving any fresh air, so you can mention 0 there. So assign area allocation for different spaces. So once this is done, go for the next screen. You will also be able to find in the previous screen schedule. Monday, Tuesday schedules are there. It shows that during afternoon hours, the occupants are less. They are going for lunch hours, and then after lunch, you will find again occupants. Evening hours, everybody goes out. And go for the next screen. So this is the floor plan for ground. And now we have to specify whether this entire floor is it conditioned or few spaces are conditioned. So as you can see, this space, water closet, is not conditioned. Kitchen, not conditioned. Store, not conditioned. Staircase, again not conditioned. So these are the spaces which are not conditioned that we need to specify here. If you check now, all the spaces are connected and it is mentioned as condition. So we have to select the space and then specify that it is not conditioned. These spaces are not conditioned. So for this, we need to select so click on create zone group. And then you can mention here, say zone group name, restroom. Parent component is ground floor. copy data from ground floor. Okay. If you check now, when you are selecting ground floor, the entire floor is getting selected. But when you select restroom, the restrooms are not highlighted. So what can be done now is you can go to ground floor, select the restroom area, assign to other group. Like you want to assign this to restroom. These two areas are restroom. So that we have selected. Like this, we have to create other zone groups also. Now in the restroom, you can find 2 rooms are there. So you need to check what are the other spaces we have. We have lobby area. Yeah. Yes, you have stored staircase. So you need to type now. Lobby, corridor, conference room, kitchen food preparation, and then select store, stairs, so let us specify one by one. Restrooms, yes, we have done. Now you have to select the lobby area. You can click on the ground floor plan. Check. This is the lobby area. This is lobby. And this is meeting room. This is office private. And this is again meeting room. Here again you have meeting room. Then this is the corridor area. Staircase. This is store. Kitchenette. The remaining thing is office private. Office private or manager room. Okay. So this was the manager's room. Next, done. Now let us see restroom, lobby area, corridor space, conference room, kitchen area, store, stairs, and then at last we have got office private. But ground floor, this area we can now delete. So restrooms, when you are selecting, check on the right hand side and make it unconditioned. For restroom, it is unconditioned, and select restroom and write here 100. The space which you have selected represents restroom, and the percentage area is 100. That is what it shows. Then select lobby, condition area, corridor. That is also condition. Conference is also condition. But what we need to do, lobby, when you are selecting, go to lobby and make it 100. Similarly, corridor, when you are selecting, go to corridor, make it 100. Go to conference, make it 100. Go to kitchen, make it 100. Store, %. But kitchen is not condition. Store is also not condition. Restroom is not condition. So spaces which are not condition, you can uncheck. Staircase is also not condition. Office, yes, it's condition. So for office, you can select $100. This is private office. So executive private office is 100. All other spaces you can make it 0. State comes under all others, so select 100 there. Office private. Click on return to navigator. So we have created ground floor. So make sure the spaces which you are selecting, suppose you are selecting corridor, it should be mentioned as 100. Conference room is 100. Kitchen is 100. Store area, staircase, office private. And then go to the next screen. Yes. So we'll take a short break now for 15 minutes. It's 3:30. So 3:45, we will continue. Meanwhile, if anybody has doubts, they can send a text message. So I think, yes, we can start now. There are a few questions that are being asked. Like one question is why only private room is conditioned and not conference room. So if you check conference room, it shows it is conditioned. And if you check office area, private, that is also conditioned. Only toilets, restrooms, then kitchen area, store area, and stairs. So these are the spaces that we have not conditioned. Other than that, all other spaces we have tried to provide conditioning to it. I hope your doubt is clear, right? So now you can clearly see in this plan, lobby area, meeting room, manager room, all these spaces are conditioned, except toilets, kitchen, and then store and steps area. So how to assign, that is what I was explaining here. Try to make sure when you select restroom, only those two spaces are selected. When you select lobby, only that lobby area should get selected. So when you work, you should have drawing with you and you should know which room are we specifying. So lobby refers to this area. Now meeting rooms, we are having 3 meeting rooms. So when you select meeting room, all these 3 rooms, the meeting or conference room, so all these 3 rooms will get selected. So how many of you could reach till here? Just write down yes if you are able to do till here. Yes, you have to give the percentages also, like select the space, restroom, and then type here 100. That means this restroom which you are selecting is 100% in that entire floor. Lobby area, this is the lobby area, that is 100%. Similarly, corridor area, this is the 100% area. Conference room, 100%. So make sure you specify this. In case you want to go back, go to the previous screen. And if you want to go back to the next screen, yes, you can return back here. Now we'll start with first floor plan. Yeah, I could see that many participants were able to do till here. Then go for the next screen. And select interior, ambient lighting, and office equipment. Other things we can neglect. We want the following non-HVAC end users to the model, interior and office equipment. Then go for the next screen. Here we have to specify lighting power density. And this value we can get from ECBC code. And from ECBC code book in lighting chapter, you have details about how much lighting need to be provided. It is just after comfort. So LPD value directly you can take from chapter 6. There are 2 options. Either you can take building area method or you can follow space function method. So in space function method, you have LPD for different spaces, like if you have office executive, we have business enclosed 10 watt per square meter. So accordingly, you can change the units from watt per square meter to watt per square feet, and you can substitute here. Or you can refer to ASHRAE 90.1 to get this number. And then you can substitute here. So for corridor, it is 0.6. Lobby, it's 1.3. Restroom is around 0.9. Conference room, it's 1.3. Kitchen area, 1.2. Storage area, 0.3. You don't need much lighting there. Steps, stairs, 0.6. So this is the watt per square feet lighting power density for your office area using building area method. Then go to the next step. Equipment power density. In office, generally we have laptop, we have printer. So those details we need to mention. Here in Hvac software, suppose after creating the building, accidentally if you delete, then again you have to rework. So any step, if you miss out, you can return back and change it. But drawing file, if you did not draw properly or the lines are overlapping, then you have to redraw it. So after lighting power density, try to give equipment power density. For computers, we can consider 1.5 watt per square feet. Conference room also 1.5 watt per square feet. This completes our first step, that is building shell components. Now we are going to add first floor to it. Previous screen. So you can return back by clicking edit cell. So for lighting, we have different values. You can get these values directly from your ECBC codebook. And then equipment, electrical equipment which you have in office. So we can consider for computers, printers, laptop, 1.5. Then after creating ground floor, we are going to add first floor to it. So if you check, we have first floor plan also, and you can see the first floor plan is not similar, typical of ground floor. First floor has manager room here, meeting room, secretary, corridor, open office, and then water closets, kitchen. So steps, yes, it'll be overlapping. And few spaces are there that those are having same sizes, but other spaces are different. So now click create new shell. Once your ground floor is done, click on create new shell. building envelope and loads name. We'll mention it as first floor. Copy data from none. Okay. Here care should be taken that you are the shell name is first floor. Now, where should you be positioning down this particular cell? So the position would be immediately above ground floor. So first floor is on ground floor, so you have to select immediately above. Then select exact site coordinates. As we have selected for ground floor, similarly here also we will select exact similar coordinates like 0, 0. But at what height are we going to place? At 10 feet. First floor will be placed at 10 feet. So that's the reason on Z axis we are taking 10 feet. Then number of floors above grade, we are selecting 1. And here also you can select component name as first floor. So once you are done, go to the next screen. As we did for ground floor, exactly repeat the same steps like custom, get the Cad file. Here, select the snap priority, go to the layer. Now uncheck ground and check first floor. So this is the first floor plan you have. Now, if you check here, background, ground floor is there. So you don't want that background, directly you can take first floor. So first step, create the boundary. Save building footprint shape. So this boundary is selected. Then go to zoning pattern, go to custom, and if you check, by default few zones are created. So those are not the active zones. So you can delete those zones. And then start selecting each and every space as we did for ground floor. Similarly for first floor also we need to repeat the same steps. So I'm creating all the spaces one by one. And then select the main central area, corridor area, or open office area. you have an option here to zoom. Cad priority should be first. Yeah. In case you make any mistake, again you have to delete. So once this is done, you can click done. I hope all of you are able to follow till here, right? Click on done. So we have created ground floor, and then we have created first floor. And height you can specify. And then when you go to the next screen, here you can give roof, because previously a ground floor was not exposed to roof. That is why we did not take. But here you have to mention that yes, it is exposed. So you can have roof. Copy data from none. Okay. Correct. Then you can create layer, like you may select cement mortar, library entry, polystyrene, so whatever details you want for your roof, you can provide. Say cement plaster you want. Concrete if you want to have 6-inch concrete, and then cement mortar if you want to provide. You can give. This way you can have your roof, or you can check ECPC code requirement. If the code says 13.775 should be the overall R value required, then you have to provide insulation. So there you can specify the insulation R value. And then select done. This was roof, and then above grade wall. Exterior wall which you have created that you can take. Ground floor, when you are selecting, it is over conditioned space. Ceiling wall type is mass. Door from outside is not there. If you want to specify windows, yes, you can specify what percentage of wall you have windows. You can even select the glass type exactly in a similar way like we did. Overhangs, if you want, you can provide along with side fence. Schedule, everything is same. Now coming towards activity area allocation. So here we have to check based on the project. So this is the first floor plan we have. And in first floor, we have open office area. We have to check what percentage of open office area we have. And then executive office is there, like manager room, private office, cabin. We have meeting room here that can be selected. Then we have kitchen area, storage area, and stairs. So you can create an Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, you can mention all the names one by one. Mention the area after measuring in AutoCAD. Then find out the percentage of that particular space with respect to the entire floor. And that percentage, we need to mention it here. So office executive private has 12%. Then office open plan has 61%. Then we have conference room. The percentage, if you check, it comes around 7%. Restroom, 11%. Kitchen and food preparation, that would come around 3%. Storage, the storage is unconditioned, so you can select unconditioned storage, 2%. We have steps, 4%. Total percentage area should be 100. So this should not change. Once activity area allocation is done, then go for the next screen. Exactly repeat the same steps what we did. Those who are having difficulty in ground floor, they can see here and try to follow the steps. So ground floor, entire layout we can see. Now we need to divide it into the following spaces. So you want to know, okay, that this is meeting room, private office. Then this is manager room. This is meeting room, and this is manager room, office, private. These are water closets. 1, 2, 3. Open office. Here also you have open office. So these are the spaces, and staircase, store, kitchen. All these spaces are there. So we need to specify it here. You can click on create new zone group, and then you can start mentioning like office. You can see instead of writing just office, I have mentioned office 1, that shows its first floor office. Okay. Then meeting room. Then kitchen. I'm writing 1 purposely so that you can identify this is a kitchen of first floor, not ground floor. So now let us specify 1 by 1 spaces. So this is the office area. If you check the plan, so this is the open office area. So we'll be selecting that one. Open office. Open office. Then we have, yeah, these 3 rooms were for open office, and then here we have for water closet, and then this is for kitchen. Again, this is for water closet. Then you have store area. Then we have steps. This is meeting room, corridor area. And this is manager room. And this one is water closet. Now you can see that I made a mistake here. Like if you are selecting open office, this one is not open office. This is not open office. This is office. So I'm specifying now it's office. So when you select office, you should be able to see here office, meeting room, kitchen. These three are water closets. Then we have stairs, store area, and open office. So there was one question like if you make a mistake, how to get back? Yes, you can select that particular space and make sure you get to that space. And now first floor ground, we are going to delete because no room is specified in it. This is office, which is condition, executive private, so mention here 100. Meeting room 100, it is condition. Kitchen condition. These are water closets 100, unconditioned. Steps unconditioned. Store 100% unconditioned. Finally, open office 100, it is condition. So this is how we need to select all our ground floor details, sorry, first floor details. Then go for the next step, like interior and office equipment. For lighting, you need to check ECBC code and specify what lighting requirements are there. For office 1.1, for conference room it's 1.3, restroom it's 0.9, kitchen 1.2, storage area 0.3, steps 0.6. Watt per square feet, that is a power that is consumed by the spaces for lighting load. Then office equipment load, so this we need to specify. So you can see for executive private we are going to select 1.5, and even for open office and conferences 1.5 watt per square feet we will select, and then go to the next. Yeah, this completes our first floor and ground floor plan. Then we are now going to edit HVAC systems. So select edit selected system. After completing ground and first floor, you can go to edit selected system. So select edit selected. You may select heating, electrical resistance. For system, you can select package, air conditioner. Ground floor, all zones, first floor, all zones. And then select next. Here you can check what is the thermostat set point, 76 degrees, 70 degree. Now EER for this unit, for your package AC, you have to select from your ECBC code or ASHA 90.1. So it's 9.7 EER. So that we are specifying here. Power You may go with auto size. You want the system to start 1 hour before and close 1 hour afterwards. And fan should be continuous. You're not using any heating system. Then click return to navigator. So we have completed ground floor part, first floor and HVAC system, then click finish. So this is the project we have modeled just now. So you could clearly see that the ground floor is a little smaller than first floor. And then this is the first floor plan. So once you are done, if you want to go back for editing the input, yes, you can click on building creation wizard and you can return back. For viewing 2D plan or 3D images, you can select this part. Now for running the simulation, either you can select here or click here to get the simulation output. Then view simulation result to get to know the total power consumption. To find the tonnage, select airside HVAC and summary. So you will have all the spaces like lobby, conference room, what all spaces we have selected, and you will also get the total tonnage now. You will also have CFM. Then you can go to review simulation results. And if you want detailed reports, yes, you can get the detailed reports. Monthly, annual energy consumption by end use. How much is the power consumption with different utilities, you can see here. Then annual energy consumption, monthly energy consumption, and if you want the total consumption, that also you can get. If you want details, then go to tools, view simulation output, and open the detailed simulation report. Because the project is a little big, you have 1,344 pages. Because when you are charging 5 lakh rupees to your client, and if you give only one page, you may not be happy. So you have to give all the details, all the information. And here you get to know from each and every space how much is the heat coming in, what is the power consumption. Details of window, details of construction, what material you have used, what is the U value, all details which you have selected there, you are going to get. So in tomorrow's session, we will start with energy efficiency measure. like how to rotate the building in all 4 orientations, and then how to get the lead report. That part we are going to learn. In today's session, we started with schematic design wizard, and then detailed design mode. So with this, we'll close for now. And if any questions are there, you can text me.
Dear participants, if you have any questions, please ask to the Dr. Sai.
Regarding software installation, or if you are like facing difficulty in uploading the CAD file. So if you have not yet done, at least tomorrow you have one more session. So there you can again meet up, and in case you have doubts, you can very well contact me. You can text me up. Generally, my mobile will be on silent, but at least I will see the message in WhatsApp and I will reply back. So tomorrow we'll start at 9:30 and it will continue till 11:30. Thank you. Thank you very much.